How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to go through a list that I found absolutely fantastic. Is the snubbed 15 for players that didn't make it to the Six Nations, right? So these are 15 players that should have made it but didn't. And I want to use this as very much like a learning experience for me because there are certain players on here that I do not know, and I would love to learn a little bit more about them. So I will be doing a bit of research on them as well through the coming weeks. But I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this, and whether you think that they deservedly, you know, deserve not to be in the squads. So there are some players here that I think is absolutely ridiculous. There are a couple players here that I do know, but then it comes down to the depth of a squad and who you can fit and who you can't, if that makes sense, right? So if you have an absolutely stacked 36 or 37 or whatever you have, and then you go and say, oh, you know what? I do still have X, Y, and Z in the back, but I don't have space for him because everyone that's in front of him are absolute monsters. So they might be good and brilliant, but if you have better that takes his position, he's ultimately going to get snubbed, right? But there is one player on this list which just flabbergasts me, and that's Max Llewellyn. Plays for Wales. Wales haven't won a game in 2024, and they barely have players that have more than 10 caps to their name. And they go and drop one of their best players. I don't know what's going on here, but let's start with 1 to 15, and then kind of, we're going to work our way up. We're going to work our way up through this list. So you will see the list just to the side of me, and let me know if you think these players deserved to be called up, or if you felt, you know what, it's right. Too many players ahead of him, and maybe the next Six Nations, but a bit more experience and a bit more consistent performances. So first of all, we have Beno Abano for England, coming at number one. Never heard of this guy actually. I do need to do a lot more rugby watching, but yeah, for a player to be on this list, there has to be a reason why he's on this list, right? But when you look at the England players and you look at the England forward pack, is there any can there be any doubt as to why someone like this didn't make it? You know, I understand, no matter how well you're playing, and sometimes things happen, injuries happen, and so on. Just like Henry Pollock, he wasn't called up originally, and then through injury, he got, he got the nod and called up to the Six Nations squad. So yeah, we have Johnny Matthews for Scotland, Ollie Jaeger for Ireland. We have Paul Gabrielaguez for France. Gabrielaguez is a brilliant, brilliant player. But again, who's in front of him? You got to think who is in front of him. I couldn't see him making this personally. That's just me personally. I couldn't see him making the squad with who's in front of him. Charlie Ewells, again, I never heard of him, unfortunately. Tom Ahern, I have, and him and Nick Timoney. I was actually kind of surprised by Nick Timoney. I actually thought that he might get a call up, but hey, it is what it is. I think the Ireland squad is absolutely bloody brilliant, and I cannot wait to see them in action. So it just comes down to squad depth, you know. Then we have at 8 Gavin Coombs, again Ireland. Baptiste Serene for number 9. Again, the quality of depth, the players that are able to rotate into different positions, especially for France. Baptiste Serene is a beautiful, beautiful player, and he plays such good rugby. But I just think that there was not enough space for him there. Not when you have the players like Antoine Dupont ahead of you. And then not even that. Antoine Dupont can play in so many different roles as well. Intimac can play in so many different roles as well. Luku can play in so many different roles as well. So yeah, I just didn't see him. I just couldn't see him having it. Then you have Orlando Bailey again, number 10, brilliant. 11, we have Matisse Lebel, France. Again, positions. Max Ojimo. I was actually kind of hoping we would see Ojimo play because he's been such a bright star for his club, and it's not this year, but next year he's gonna be so good. He is gonna be so, especially if he keeps consistent. He is gonna be so good. 13, Max Llewellyn. I cannot believe he got left out. What the hell is Gatlin thinking? How do you leave out Llewellyn? There has to be something. He must not get on well with the staff. Things must have gone down where, they don't want to play him for Wales, but to leave a player like Max Llewellyn out of the Six Nations, you're pretty much asking to finish last. You're pretty much begging them to finish last. Joe Carpenter, another brilliant player. But position wise, who are you going to drop for Carpenter? Right? Again, Carpenter's brilliant. Who are you going to drop? Who will you actually? I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Who will you drop for Carpenter? And then Cam Winnett for Wales, another brilliant player, which I was actually kind of surprised that he didn't get a call up at 15. But let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you think. Do you think that this is right? And who would you drop to have these players in? Right? Comment section below. Who would you drop from the squads? Who would you drop to put this player in? For me, I'd pretty much drop like 6 Welsh players just to bring in Max Llewellyn. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below. So please like and subscribe as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.